We welcome you live to the Dragons Den here on the campus of the Southwest High School Dragons at 6:15. So we are streaming. Currently, the junior varsity squads are on the floor. It's a pretty good game. The Southwest Dragons leading 58 to 51. The Dragons held a double-digit lead early in the second half. The Indians have come back and were within 3 points at one point in the second half, but the Dragons have extended 58 to 51. We always enjoy having an opportunity to stream sub-varsity games when we get the opportunity, and we will do it here for you today. With a minute and 30 seconds left to go, 58-53. I'm going to turn my mic off and allow you to enjoy the final minute and a few seconds of this JV game. Thank you for joining us live here on RC Audio Sports on our YouTube channel. While you're here, subscribe and find that bell icon. And hit that one too so that you're notified every time we go live. This is the JV game, the final 5.5 seconds of the JV game. It's a good one. The Dragons just hit a 2 to go ahead, 60-59. A foul was called, and the Indians will inbound with 5.5 seconds left to play in the game, trailing by 1. The Dragons had a double-digit lead early in the second half. The Indians fought back and had a 2-point lead, 59-58, just about 15 seconds ago. Their first lead, I believe, of the game. I've been taking some notes and looking up and watching them as much as I can. I think that was Harlandale's first lead of the game. Certainly the first lead in the second half, but the Dragons have retaken the lead. 5.5 seconds to play. Here in regulation, the Indians will be inbounding. And there you have it. The Indians come back with a buzzer beater, if you will, there, and win the game in regulation 61-60. The Southwest Dragons with a solid basketball program from, I'm going to say, from middle school up onto varsity, and the Dragons Den never an easy place to play. So the Indians rightfully celebrating their victory here on the road. That was the JV squad. We've got the varsity team coming up here in a few minutes. They haven't started counting down the 20 on the official clock, but we're going to remind you that you are here on our YouTube channel. Of course, you found us. While you're here, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon so that you're notified every time that we go live. We'd love to have you. Of course, if you're subscribed, you can join us in the chat box and comment, if you will. You know, if you follow us on social media and you know anything about RC Audio Sports, you know that our mission is to shine positive light on these kids and these coaches and these programs, these communities. So if you come onto the chat box, remember what our mission is here. Let's be sportsmanlike, but we'd love to hear your commentary, and especially if you're watching this game from somewhere outside of town, let us know that you are doing that as well. High school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back. First, Commerce.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
wanna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back to the Dragons Den here on the campus of Southwest High School. What a beautiful place to host a basketball game, a volleyball game, anything on a court. We always love our visits here, and we appreciate the Southwest High School athletic staff and the Southwest ISD athletic staff. We appreciate their hospitality, and we appreciate you joining us on this stream and others as well. While you're here on our YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and you'll be notified every time that we go live. It's a 28-5A boys basketball game here tonight. Of course, the Harlandale Indians visiting the Southwest Dragons. The Indians are visiting. Let me tell you about them first. The the Harlandale Indians, I beg your pardon, head coach Eric De Los Santos, assisted by David Garces, Coach Willie Culpepper, and Coach Brandon Porter as well. In the last 3 seasons, we always like to go back to when the seniors that are playing were freshmen. So in 2022, the Harlandale Indians were 18-15, finished 6-8 in district. That was a 5th place finish. So they did not qualify for the playoffs that year. 2 years ago, when the seniors were sophomores, in 2023, the Indians a much better season, a 20-win season, 21-12. They were overall 12-2 in district, which was good enough for a 1st place finish. And the Indians survived the by-district round and made it to the area round that year. Last year, when this group of seniors were juniors, 2024, 16-15 was their record overall, 9-5 in district play, finished 3rd last year, and were eliminated in the by-district round. The Harlandale Indians, coached by Eric De Los Santos. He's an alum of Harlandale Indian. Of the Harlandale Indians. He was a multi-sport athlete and was quite the basketball player as well. He is in his 8th year as the head coach here. 2 district titles in those 8 years, 6 playoff appearances, 4 20-win seasons, 5 playoff wins. 5 playoff wins in his short tenure here. Has earned his 200th career win sometime last year. I haven't done the math, but he's well into his 200s by now. Harlandale is averaging 61.9, almost 62 points per game. They're allowing 53, almost 54 points a game. We have them down for 4 quality wins. We define a quality win as a win against a team with a winning program. We have the Indians down for 4 quality wins this year. 15-9 overall, 9-5 in non-district, 6-4. They are in district play. They are sitting right now at 4th place. And we're going to tell you a little bit about D1 and D2 brackets in just a minute. But they're sitting in 4th place and have not clinched a postseason berth yet. There's still a couple of games from that. The Southwest the Southwest Legacy Titans, game and a half away behind the Indians. The Indians swept the McCullum Cowboys, the season series against the McCullum Cowboys yesterday. So that's a big advantage in eliminating the Cowboys from competition for that 4th seed. The Indians have beaten Wynn, they've beaten McCullum, they've beaten Southside, MacArthur, Wynn again, and again McCullum on Wednesday night. So season series sweeps against Wynn and McCullum for the Harlandale Indians. The starting lineups have not been announced just yet, but we are supposing here from history that we're going to see Sal Guillen, a senior point guard, averaging 4 points, over 3 assists per game, a great ball handler, great vision. Sal Guillen out for the middle of the season for a minor injury, but he's back. Number 4, Gabriel Garcia, a senior guard as well, scoring in double digits, and we expect him to start. Number 5 is Noel Serna, almost 20. He's averaging almost 20 points per game, 19.4 if you want to be exact. He has been selected to the San Antonio Sports All-Star game. He'll play on the blue team. That game is on March 23rd, and you can learn a lot more about that if you follow us on our social media. Christian Reyes usually starts for the Indians. He wears number 10. He's also a senior. And then a story for Harlandale, Eustace Benken. Looks like Justice, pronounced Eustace. He's a German foreign exchange student who is at Harlandale for 1 year and quite the basketball player. has been doing a great job. He's a junior, but we understand that his stay here in the States is a one-year stay. But he's a junior classified in high school. He's averaging almost a double-double, 9 points per game, 8 rebounds per game. Last Wednesday, he had a 17-point, 14-rebound double-double versus McCollum, the arch rival. So you can come across the Atlantic Ocean and understand what that rivalry game is all about. That might have been Eustis' best game of the season so far. So there you have it, the Harlandale Indians. We're going to take a real short break, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about the Southwest Dragons.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh,
And we welcome you back to the Dragons Den on the campus of Southwest High School. The Harlandale Indians have taken the trip to Southwest. It's a 28-5A boys basketball game. Before the break, we told you about the Harlandale Indians. Let me tell you about the Southwest Dragons. Southwest Dragons, when these seniors were freshmen, 11-16, 7-7, tied for fifth, did not qualify for the playoffs. 2 years ago, 14-18, a little better, 6-8 still, placed fourth, made the playoffs, eliminated in the by-district round. Last year, however, 31 wins, 4 losses, 14-0 in district play. They ran the table in 28-5A, defending district champs they are, and survived the by-district round, were eliminated in the area round by a solid Wagner High School team. The Southwest Dragons are coached by head coach Danny Stewart. He's assisted by Joey Sanchez. The Dragons are averaging 63 points per game. They're giving up 52. I've got them down for 3 quality wins so far. 18-11, they are for the season 10-8 in non-district, 8-3. They're sitting in third right now. But the 5A playoffs in all the sports, the 5A playoffs are going to be divided into Division I and Division II. The top 4 teams that finish, the first 4 finishers will go to the playoffs. And you look at those 4 finishers, the 2 schools with the biggest enrollment go to D1. The other 2 schools go to D2. In 28-5A, right now, South San and Southwest are tracking for the playoffs, and Southwest and South San are the two biggest schools in 28-5A, so they are bound for the D1 bracket D1 playoffs should they continue on this successful track. What that means is that Southwest and South San are tied. Southwest, I believe, is a half a game behind us. South San, they're in a tight race for the seeding in that D1 bracket. And the Harlandale Indians, of course, in the 4th spot. Their spot is a little bit more precarious. They haven't switched. They've got to hold on to that 4th spot to make the playoffs. If the Indians make the playoffs, they'll go to the D2 bracket with district champion Jay. And if they make the 4th, if they finish 4th, they'll also go to the District 2 playoffs with John Jay. The Southwest Dragons have beaten Southside, MacArthur, Harlandale, Wynn, Southwest Legacy, McCullum, Southside again, and MacArthur again. So they've got season series sweeps against Southside and MacArthur, battling South San for that D1 top seed. And every time they lace up South San or Southwest, it's got to count. So South San's not on the court here with Southwest tonight, but I'm sure that they're going to be watching that score and hoping to get the benefit of a South San loss. And they're, of course, hoping to beat the Harlandale Indians here tonight. This is Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez. We're in the Dragons Den. Oh, before we go anywhere, let me tell you about the starting lineup that we expect to see for the Southwest Dragons. Senior forward number 2, Z. Voss. Senior guard number 3 is Tremaine Martin. Tremaine will be playing in the San Antonio Sports All-Star game. He just is coming off of a 30-12, 30 points, 12 rebounds, double-double versus MacArthur on Wednesday. Travis Hune, another guard, another senior. Man, he can light it up. When he gets hot, he is hard to stop. A.J. Franco will likely also start, a senior guard. He was a quarterback for a very successful Southwest Dragons team. Z. Voss was one of his receivers on that football team. And then as we go down the lineup, number 23, another senior guard forward, Enrique Torres, averaging 12 points per game, assisting, doesn't give up, but gets almost 2 assists per game. So as I look at the lineup, senior, 5 seniors that the Dragons will put on the court. As we said after the JV game, the Dragons have they have a great program up and down. I'll go all the way down to middle school. So the window of opportunity for the group that is playing here tonight is this year. They're seniors, and they'll be moving on. Likely, several of them moving on to play at the collegiate level, should they choose to do so. But at the Dragons Den here with Bobby Mendez. Bobby, what do you think?
Well, Coach, you talked about how tough this district is. You talked about those other 2 teams that we got a chance to see just the other night, the John Jay Mustangs and the South San Bobcats. Those 2 teams clearly the top of this district. And these other 2 teams that are here fighting for those next couple of spots. So I know these 2 teams are really going to go at it today, especially it is a Friday night, and they'll have that weekend to recover for it. But these 2 teams going at it, always an exciting matchup when you put the Indians and the Dragons together.
Bobby, interesting that you talk about recovery because of the ice days this week. The Tuesday games were moved to Wednesday, so not exactly a back-to-back, but a game on Wednesday, a short break on Thursday, and back on the court on Friday. We'll see how conditioning plays out here. We'll see how conditioning plays out here and the ability of these 2 groups to recover and play a solid basketball game. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on
whether fatigue. To that couple of days in between a game, but this time just a 1 day in between rest. But these guys are young, Coach. They can bounce back pretty quickly.
And I'm sure physically they can, but routine is such an important thing. And you talk about that game to almost 1 day to debrief. You play Tuesday, Wednesday you debrief a little bit, come back, and then Thursday you start game planning and tightening up your game plan for your opponent, and you don't have the benefit today. So we'll see what that 1 day break brings for us tonight.
And your Southwest Dragons.
We're going to take you to the floor for the PA announcer, and we're going to stay here on our stream to honor our flag and nation, as everyone here in the Dragons Den will do. And there you have it, the national anthem, as everyone here in the Dragons Den, Bobby and I, honor our flag and country with the playing of the national anthem, and we're getting set for starting lineups.
Now, for the starting lineups For the visiting team, the Indians. Senior number 1, Sal Gillian. Senior number 4, Gabriel Garcia. Senior number 5, Noel Serna. Senior number 10, Christian Rabel. Junior 32, Eustace Bacon. Harlandale High School is coached by Eric De Los Santos, David Garces, Willie Culpepper III, and Brandon Porter. Tonight, we would like to welcome our middle school basketball teams. Congratulations on your successful seasons. Thank you to the McNair Challengers and Scobie Tigers for being here tonight. Let's have a big round of applause for our Scobie Tigers. Let's have a big round of applause for our McNair Challengers. A special thanks goes out to our middle school coaches for all their hard work and dedication. The future of basketball is bright here at Southwest. Now let's welcome the starting lineup for the Dragons. Seniors from McNair Middle School, Tremaine Martin. Seniors from Scobie Middle School, Travis Hughes. Senior from McNair Middle School, AJ Franco. Sophomore from Scobie Middle School, Elijah Summers. Senior from McNair Middle School, Enrique Torres. Dragons are coached by Andy Stewart, Joey Johnson, Weston Reed, and David Ellis.
And Elijah Summers is announced as a starter. Elijah Summers, a sophomore, big forward sophomore. I'm going to say in the 6'5" range. I've talked to Coach Stewart about him a little bit, and he says he's coming around. You can expect the Dragons to really center their game, or if not, sink their game on Elijah Summers' strengths next year. But Elijah Summers and the support role in many ways. Big man, number 15. So he'll be starting with Travis Hune, AJ Franco, Tremaine Martin, and Enrique Torres. What a nice touch, Bobby. The introductions included the middle schools that the kids came from.
Yeah, I only could take that as really showing a lot of pride for the district, especially showing that the kids that go to middle school here want to come to middle or high school here at Southwest.
So Eustace and Elijah at the circle to jump. Elijah will get possession for the Dragons, and AJ Franco will set the first possession. Elijah Summers is a big guy, but he doesn't hang around the block all that much. You'll find him out there along the perimeter. Long three-pointer for AJ Franco to break the ice here on a week that had a bunch of ice days. Gabriel Garcia will walk that across midcourt for the Indians. He finds a little gap. He's going to take it to the rack. He's challenged. He misses the shot. Elijah Summers with a big board, and Tremaine looking for some early offense. Enrique Torres penetration and lane heat check on AJ, who just hit a three. Elijah will get it out to Travis, and Travis is long on his three-point attempt. Gabriel Garcia again running the point. Sal Guillen will run the point as well for the Indians. Kills his dribble over to the baseline, throws the ball away. AJ Franco comes up with the basketball. Indians playing a man in the half court here. Quickly recover after that live ball turnover. Enrique out front, and I believe that's Travis Hune. Oh, it's Tremaine Martin from the far corner, and he can hit that when he did. 6-0, a quick 6-0 lead for the Southwest Dragons. Noel Serna, who hasn't gotten a touch, almost gives the ball away. Eustace will rescue him, and Sal Guillen will run some of the quarterback here. Noel again gets the ball batted away. Tremaine harassing Noel. Sal Guillen, Noel Serna, and Eustace Bankin, Gabriel Garcia, and Christian Reyes starting for the Indians. That time Noel Serna gets Tremaine Martin up in the air and draws a foul. So one foul, first personal on Tremaine, first team foul on the Dragons. But that's almost like running a screen play. If you're going to play that aggressive on me, I'm going to give you a head fake and see what you do with it. Noel on the baseline where he is very effective, kicks out. Sal behind the arc, short on that shot. Eustace in position, underneath and over basket. Tremaine being challenged by Gabriel Garcia. Enrique again out away from the arc, and we've seen him take that shot before, so he's not shy about it. He's going to step inside the arc, hit a 10-footer, and the Dragons up 8-2 in the early going. Sal Guillen at the baseline again. It is Christian out to Gabriel behind the arc. Indians short again. Eustace in good position, but a bad bounce gets the ball in Tremaine's hands. Travis Hune to the basket, off the glass, no good. Reyes with the board, and boy, Hune is going to make up for that with a steal in the front court, and A.J. Franco gets the ball batted away by Eustace Bankin. Looked like Travis was a little bit upset with himself on the miss, and so he says, I'll make up for that, and comes back and gets the steal. For the Indians, number 2 is Jeremiah Rodriguez, and he's entering the ball game. Enrique not shy from behind the arc, nothing but nylon.
Hear a couple of boos there for Torres making that 3 from the other side.
Enrique Torres, boy, that was about, I'm going to say that was about a 25-footer, 26-footer, and he's got range, and that's in his, that's in his arsenal. You're going to have to defend him out away from the arc.
Definitely has the range and also the green light.
And the green light, exactly. Noel tries to get the ball back to Eustace, deflected over to Jeremiah Rodriguez, no good. The Dragons on a break, no good. Travis Hune too hard off the glass. So Jeremiah Rodriguez is going to draw a double team. He's in trouble, and Coach Eric De Los Santos is going to bail him out. So we're watching high school basketball here on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. We'll be right back.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
And we bring you back live to the Dragons Den here on the campus of Southwest High School. Sal Guillen back at the point, is going to ride the arc and look for somebody on the corner. Nobody available. Great man defense, and Sal gets challenged. It's A.J. Franco on a breakaway off the square and good. So a big 9-point lead here in the early going for the Dragons. Gabriel Garcia passes up a 3, finds Christian Reyes on the break, and hands that off an assist for Gabriel Garcia, basket for Christian Reyes. Travis Hune on his home court, long with the shot there. Christian will get the board. Noel in the open court gives it up to Gabriel Garcia on the corner. Baseline cut, and he's going to get pushed. Looks like number 15, Elijah Summers, will be called for that. Eustace Bankin doing a good job of floating around there in the paint, making himself available, but a lot of Dragons' hands in the passing lanes, making it tough. Eustace gets the inbound and right back to Sal Guillen. Noel behind the arc. Trey Martin has drawn that assignment. Noel doesn't feel like he's got enough space there, and he's got another deflection. It's Enrique Torres over to Trey Martin, and looks like he'll be fouled here on the floor. Not a bad move for the Indians, as Tremaine Martin's pretty tough to stop once he gets there. The Dragons, 3 fouls here in the early going in the first quarter this year, and started last year. 5 team fouls in a quarter will get you in the bonus. AJ Franco, boy, you cannot give him that much space. 16-4, 12-point lead here as we approach the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Eustace over to Gabriel. Gabriel looking to penetrate in the lane. He finds Eustace. Eustace does not convert. He's going to kick that one back out. Christian Reyes to Eustace. Back on the glass. No good. Gabriel Garcia in the lane, and he's going to be challenged by Elijah Summers, but not enough of a challenge for Gabriel as he hits that layup. Basket's hard to come by for the Indians here in the early going. 16-6, a 10-point lead for the Dragons. AJ Franco on a give and go. Travis Hune give him the assist. Sal to Eustace. Eustace in the open court. Gabriel get the handoff. He's going to kick out to Sal. Sal's going to pass that one up in the lane. Gabriel looks, comes back, keeps his dribble alive. Back out to Noel. Tremaine is really not allowing Noel any space. It's going to be tough for him to take a shot with that kind of board. A lot of contact, no whistle. Christian Reyes with the board and the putback off of Eustace Bankin's miss. Enrique Torres will survey the floor. Franco will penetrate out to Enrique. Enrique no good. Elijah Summers, Eustace Bankin fighting for the board. Jump ball. Eustace thought that he had broken the tie up in time to be given possession, but the arrow points to the Indians anyway. Some substitutions on the Indian side. Number 24 is Omar Siciliano. Number 33 is Braylon Tovar. They'll be joining Gabriel Garcia, Salguin, and Noel Serna. For the Dragons, I see Austin Diggs on the court. Joaquin Zamora has also entered the game for the Dragons. Another turnover for the Indians, another steal for the Dragons. Tremaine finds Enrique in the corner. Enrique keeps his dribble alive and able to get it back over to Tremaine. Siciliano with a tough assignment of guarding Tremaine. Tremaine loses his footing, but the ball off of Serna, and the Dragons will inbound underneath their own bucket. AJ Franco, the inbounder, makes sense. Quarterback for the team. Probably pretty good vision. Oh, I beg your pardon, that was Joaquin Zamora over to AJ. AJ on the miss. Tremaine with a putback, and a 20-8 score here in the as we approach the 1 minute mark of the first quarter. Siciliano behind the arc, nothing but nylon. Much needed 3 for the Indians, as the Dragons have been able to maintain a double-digit lead on them in the first quarter, for most of the first quarter. Enrique over to Tremaine. Tremaine with a good catch and a turnaround, no good. Braylon up high for the board, can't secure it, and Siciliano will help him out. Salguin out in front. Braylon slow up off the court, and the officials are going to stop the clock, as the Indians did have the ball. So you can do that if you've got possession. So Braylon will take a break and be tended to by the training staff here, and that'll bring Eustace Bankin back into the game. 35 seconds to play here in the first quarter. The Dragons up 20-11. Barbara Carson, thank you for joining us here tonight. Proud grandmother of Tremaine Martin. Every reason to be proud of that young man. Thank you for joining us. Gabriel backs up a little bit. Omar swings it around. Sal behind the arc and hits a lot of iron, no good. Enrique Torres with the board, looking down court. Dragons always looking for early offense. Joaquin at the corner steps in, 15-footer, no good. A lot of white jerseys get tipped back. Austin Diggs will chase it down. Looks like Noah Cerna will end up with it. Clock ticking down. Oh, here comes Tremaine. Can he get it off? He did. Count it. So there you have it, the first quarter of play. The Southwest Dragons up 22-11. They've got a lot of basketball left. Robert Biafranca alongside Bob Mendez on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh,
And we bring you back live to the Harlandale Indians huddle here between the first and second quarters. The Dragons out to a quick 10-point lead and have been able to maintain their double-digit lead just about through the whole first quarter, definitely at the end of it with an 11-point lead here. The Southwest Dragons beat the Harlandale Indians in their first meeting. That score was 77-61 in favor of the Dragons. That, of course, was played on Harlandale's home court. So this is the rematch, the second game of a two-game district series between these two. And with an 11-point lead, Enrique Torres is going to start the offense. Tremaine with the backdoor cut, doesn't like his look, will get it out to Travis Hune, and Eustace Bacon will knock it away. Gabriel Garcia, or I beg your pardon, Noel Cerna with the ball is going to kick it out. The Indians going to move it around. Siciliano to Gabriel. Gabriel had some space. He's going to go to the rack, finds Eustace. Elijah Summers denies him.
Summers and
Go ahead,
Bankin,
Bobby.
sorry, Coach. Bankin and Summers, mirror each other as far as size is concerned.
Good size there in the paint for the Indians and the Southwest Dragons. Good point. Gabriel Garcia behind the arc, long, and Eustace will fight for the board as he generally does, fight for every single board coming off of a double-double. Elijah out in front of the break. Can't convert, gets his rebound and puts it back. That one is good. 24-11 now as the Dragons score the first points of the second quarter. Tremaine Martin in the lane. Finds Travis Hune. Travis Hune by the defense. Off the iron, no good. Tremaine with the board, and he's going to reset. Sal Guillen had the board knocked away by Travis Hune. Enrique Torres out. Eustace Bacon and Travis Hune is down, but the Dragons do not have possession, so they can't stop the clock. Gabriel Garcia to the rack is fouled, count the basket, and going to the line for one. Not Gabriel, Noah Cerna, I beg your pardon. Noah Cerna to the rack. Nice basket, good contest there by the Dragons, but Noah Cerna able to finish on that. 3-point play the hard way for Noah Cerna. Noel at the line for the Indians, a 76% free throw shooter, Noel is. And he'll convert on that one. He was 14 of 15 free throws last Wednesday against their arch rival, McCollum Cowboys. Christian Reyes will give Noel a break. The Indians deficit back to 10 points, having a hard time breaking that double-digit lead, and Joaquin Zamora can't run that pass down out of bounds. The Indians will take possession, trailing by 10. This will be an opportunity to get within 10. The Dragons back up. If things get tight on the Dragons, don't be surprised to see them in a full court press. A travel, the official calls on Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel felt like he had been swatted in the face by Enrique Torres, but the official did not agree. And Gabriel gets called for the travel. Another turnover. The Indians don't get a chance. to close within 10 on that possession. Enrique Torres and Christian Reyes fighting for the loose ball. Last touch by Christian, and Joaquin Zamora will inbound here in front of the Indian faithful. Elijah Summers out in front of the arc and on top of the key, and Tremaine 360 over to AJ Franco. Long pass. Enrique again. That's his range, as just about this entire court is his range. Enrique again, head fake to the rack underneath. He's fouled. 2 shots, the official says. First team foul for the Indians here in the early going of the second quarter. I believe that foul was called on Eustace Benkin. Not showing up on the scoreboard, but I have him down for 1 personal foul. Enrique Torres hits his first free throw. Enrique is a 72% free throw shooter. So he's 50% on that trip. And again, the Dragons will back up. They're going to pick up man pressure at the half court. Tremaine on Noel. 2 San Antonio Sports All-Stars right there battling out against each other. And Christian Reyes tries to drive the baseline. AJ Franco tries to deny, but AJ will be called for the foul, 3rd team foul for the Dragons. Eustace again gets the ball nearby, but Elijah Summers never very far away. He goes back for his miss and cannot get it. AJ Franco with it, and the Dragons will set in the half court. A lot of focus. Travel. Gabriel Garcia, I thought he was going to get the tie-up call there, but AJ Franco moves both feet, and so he's going to get called for the travel before the tie-up. A lot of focus on Eustace Benkin around the basket here today. Coach Torres Coach De Los Santos clearly wanted to make that a focus of today's game. Up and under, Jeremiah Rodriguez, not to be denied by about 5 defenders on that drive. Gabriel Garcia with the steal. They've got numbers. Gabriel is going to get called for a charge. AJ Franco put himself in position. That was a close call. The officials saw that as a charge. Credit to AJ for anticipating the penetration there and knowing that he was giving up numbers. The Indians pretty much a 3-on-2 fast break, and good defense by Franco. Jeremiah Rodriguez will swat that one free. He's got a steal and basket counted. Picks AJ Franco's pocket there at the top of the key as AJ was looking for a cutter. Jeremiah found an opportunity and got in the dribble, got the steal, got the breakaway, got the basket. He's at the line now for an and one. Jeremiah, 61% free throw shooter. Jeremiah is a sophomore. Both teams here very senior heavy. Oh, Eustace with a hard fight to get that one to Christian Reyes. Interesting story there. It's a Christian Reyes family who is the host family for Eustace here while he is in the United States as a foreign exchange student. Another steal and a breakaway. Christian Reyes out in front of the defense again. He can't convert. And Eustace will bat that to Christian. Christian had not established himself in bounds, so out of bounds is the call there. You're watching high school basketball. This is Dragons Den on Southwest High School, the campus of Southwest High School. Robert Villafranca, Bobby Mendez, here on RC Audio Sports.
Ready! Set! Go!
It's a bad idea to run a foot race against these guys, just like it's a bad idea to go up against the billion-dollar auto insurance industry all alone.
Hire Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
We bring you back to the Dragons Den here on RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez here tonight for this big 28-5A boys basketball game. Barbara Carson, we thank you for joining us in the chat box. The proud grandmother of Tremaine Martin. Watching from Greenwood, South Carolina. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Carson. And you certainly have every right to be proud of your grandson. And Joaquin Zamora from the far corner hits a quick three. Put the Dragons back up by 8. Braylon Tovar back in the game. Eustace on the bench. Gabriel Garcia running jumper. Braylon with the putback. So a 6-point lead now for the Dragons, about as close as the Indians have come since a very early going. Joaquin again takes a shot from the far corner, and here comes Jeremiah. Kick out to Gabriel. He likes that shot, a lot of space. He fixes his shot, it's good. Gabriel Garcia, he's a dead eye, and he gets that kind of space. You might expect that he's going to hit a few. Way up, no, Cerna with the rebound. And the Dragons have extended their defense a little bit, picking up in the front court. Braylon gets knocked away by Elijah Summers. Boy, he's like a goalkeeper there around the basket. Great defense by Elijah Summers. He's going to take a break. Coach Stewart bringing him to the bench, giving him a break. Austin Diggs will enter the ballgame for him. Noel Cerna still having to face Tremaine Martin. Two San Antonio Sports All-Stars here against each other here tonight. What a show. Oh, Tremaine with the steal. He tries to save. Austin Diggs will get that. Enrique out in front of the break. Up and under. Good. Enrique Torres out in front of the fast break for the Southwest Dragons. Jeremiah gets a lot of defense there. Number 12 is Javon Means. Oh, a little bit of a step there. Austin Diggs. It's a pretty good receiver and a DB for the Southwest Dragons. The pass was just a little bit behind him. He just could not get control of it. So 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The Indians have narrowed the gap, trailing now by 5 and in possession. Gabriel Garcia gets a good look, and he takes it, misses it. He's got his own board. He's going to the basket. Clears some defenders, and boy, the Harlandale faithful were wanting a foul there. No whistle. Tremaine will bring it up, back behind the arc. He's going to kick it out to Enrique and back out to Tremaine. They played a lot of games together. Javon Means back out to Austin Diggs. Austin Diggs will try the baseline, and the official right there on it says something touched the baseline out of bounds. That ball will go to the Indians. Back in the ballgame for the Indians is Sal Guillen. And entering the ballgame for the Dragons is number 22, Isaiah Logan. Sal Guillen gets the 5-second count started on him. Noel gets a lot of defense again, trying to get the ball over to Eustace, and just unable to do that. Tremaine with the steal. He's got a 15-footer, gives that one up to the corner. Enrique Torres. Gabriel Garcia from Sal Guillen. Isaiah Logan will provide the defense on Isaiah. A little bit of a push off. Finds a gap. Tries to get to the basket. Fouled on the floor. And I believe that is the 5th team foul for the Southwest Dragons. So that should come with 2 shots. Gabriel Garcia at the line for the Indians, a 71% free throw shoot. The Indians are really a very good free throw shooting team just across the board. Sal Guillen, 78%. Jeremiah Rodriguez, 60. Derek Malto, 78. Gabriel Garcia, 71. Noel Cerna, 75. On down the line. Gabriel Garcia at the line for the Indians. And I think you call that the announcer's jinx.
It happens sometimes.
It happens. Gabriel Garcia still at the line. 71% free throw shooter. Missed his first one. Indians trailing by 8 as we approach the 1 minute mark of the second quarter. Missed them both. Tremaine Martin comes up with a rebound. He's going to look out for he's going to look to kick it out, take it to the rack, and then get it back to Logan. Logan will get his dribble alive right back to Tremaine in the corner, draws a double team. Enrique Torres all the way across. It is Javon Means, no good. The basket in the hands of an Indian, but Gabriel Garcia having some trouble, and he's going to be bailed out by the whistle. Tremaine Martin, I believe, called for that foul. We're in the bonus. The Indians are, so every whistle for the rest of the quarter will mean 2 shots. So Gabriel Garcia back to the line, trying to undo the announcer's jinx. We're going to have to add Miss Barbara Carson to the proud grandmothers who watch from a long ways away club. Ms. Carson, thank you, watching from South Carolina. During the football season, we had a young man that was playing for Burbank who had a grandmother that always tuned in from Hawaii.
Mom?
A grandma. That was a grandma. So that was, so we have at least 2 grandmas in that club. Happy to have them, and you know, that fuels us. That's just another reason why what we do is so fulfilling. We know that these kids have family and friends really all over, and when we stream, they're able to enjoy their contests. Tremaine to the rack, but he gets the ball stripped. Gabriel and Noel Cerna both there. Noel goes all the way to the basket. He gets a lot of defense. Noel, a lot of space for the first time, steps in and out. Eustace with the board, and he's going to get fouled. Joaquin Zamora not in real great position there, and had his hands, I think he had his hands on Eustace Benkin's forearm even before Eustace secured the rebound. So when he went right back up, that was a quick whistle. Eustace Benkin at the line now, a 62.5% free throw shooter for the Indians. Try to recalibrate on his second shot. And nothing but nylon for Eustace on his second attempt. A 5-point lead for the Dragons as we approach the 30-second mark. Tremaine calling the play over to Javon Means. Means to Summers. Joaquin behind the arc, steps in. He's going to take a shot a little bit long. Eustace with the board. Puts it on the floor, looking for some early offense. He sees Gabriel Garcia. Gabriel Garcia with a shot faking up. Good. Last 5 seconds, winding down the ball in Tremaine Martin's hands, just where Coach Stewart would like it. Oh, he gets fouled. Jeremiah Rodriguez had the Manu Ginobili block from behind shot there, and I think he had all ball, but Bobby, a lot of body contact after the block. So
I'm assuming you're referring to the Manu and James Harden block.
Well, yeah, I think many people watching our stream probably remember that one. Tremaine Martin at the line with 2.1 seconds to play, a 68% free throw shooter. Tremaine misses his first one. Oh, that's his first one. I thought he had already shot one. So Tremaine makes his first one. No misses for Tremaine at the free throw line. He's got another one coming. 2 seconds to play.
I think you're right, Coach. I think this is the third one.
Did he get fouled at?
No, that was the third one. He missed the first one.
He got fouled behind the arc. That's Christian Reyes with a long three-point attempt to end the second quarter, the first half here at the Dragons' Den. The Dragons leading 34-10. I mean, beg your pardon, 34-30. Getting my numbers all crossed up. We're going to halftime. The Dragons leading the Indians 34-30, a 4-point lead for the Dragons. We're at halftime, so it gives us an opportunity to tell you a little bit about one of our sponsors, Southside Real Estate Professionals, a group of women realtors, all who are alums of Harlandale ISD and San Antonio ISD. Much of their work and all of their heart is on the south side of San Antonio. Besides their professional work on this side of town, they also take part in many community projects in their neighborhood schools and in their neighborhood community. They have raised money for bicycles. They have raised money for gifts at Christmas time for kids in the community. So they do a lot of things here on this side of town besides sell homes. But if you are interested in buying or selling your house, Southside Real Estate Professionals can walk you through that process. It can be a daunting process, and if you've got a professional leading you, it means a lot. So the phone number is right there on the screen. It's 210-291-4002. And if you call them, when you call them, let them know that you heard about them here on RC Audio Sports. Thank you to Southside Real Estate Professionals for their sponsorship. We also have a minute to tell you about Presidio Concrete. 3 years. 3 years in the business, but what a mark they've made already. They are proud. That they have done the concrete work at. They're proud that they've done the concrete work at Veterans Memorial Stadium, in Judson ISD. They've done the concrete work at the San Antonio Zoo for the gorilla enclosure. But don't let that intimidate you. Just let that fire you up about calling them with the respect and the respect that they have around the area for their skill and their abilities. But they will take the same professional approach. If you're a homeowner and you need work on your residence, you need a new porch or a new driveway or a new barbecue slab. If it's a big job, if it's a small job, they're going to take the same professional approach. So if you're a general contractor and you've just won a bid on a big project that has a concrete work as part of the aspect of your project, Presidio Concrete, get that number. If you're a homeowner, need some concrete work, get that number, 210-784-7222. Hector Gonzalez is going to answer that call. And when he does, tell him you heard about him on RC Audio Sports.
The 2025 San Antonio Sports All-Star Basketball Game Media Day took place at the Alamo Dome this morning. The KSAT 12 sports team caught up with the top high school senior basketball players from all over the San Antonio area. The All-Star Games include 4 games, a skills challenge, and a 3-point contest. Alamo Heights head coach Andrew Brewer will be coaching the boys' white team made up of Class 5A through 1A talent, and coach isn't worried about having to teach the fundamentals.
Well, you can't do much because you only have them for 2 practices. So if you try to install something sophisticated, they're not going to do it anyway. So, make them play defense, make them compete, share the ball as much as you possibly can. No, we don't have to do much. The guys are going to go compete, and it'll be fun.
The full rosters were just released on our website at ksat.com, so make sure to go and see who made this year's rosters. Last year's All-Star Basketball Game was a great time, so round 2 should be even better.
Such a good game.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location, cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Once in a lifetime, we stand in the spotlight. The world waits on our next move. Got the keys to the kingdom, tasting the freedom. So what are we gonna do?
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Texas, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back. It's halftime at the Dragon's Den here at the campus of Southwest High School. The Harlandale Indians playing the Southwest Dragons in a big boys 28-5A basketball game. Both of these teams tracking for the playoffs. Neither have clinched a playoff berth just yet. We're still got a few games left in the season. They're going to play 16 when they're done. The Southwest Dragons have played 11. The Harlandale Indians have played 10. So we're probably a night or two away from when we start seeing teams clinch their playoff invites or playoff berths. The Southwest Dragons most likely will head to the Division I bracket of the playoffs along with South San. They're the two biggest schools in 28-5A, so it's a tight race. Only a half game separates the South San Bobcats from the Southwest Dragons. They've got a big game coming up. It's going to be the season finale, and that game might determine the seeding in 28-5A. So we're going to keep an eye on that game and have an opportunity. We might be streaming it. The Harlandale Indians are in fourth place in 28-5A. They have not secured a playoff berth either, and but they're fighting to do so. Southwest Legacy is their closest competitor, a game and a half behind them, and the Harlandale Indians trying to secure that fourth spot and get into playoffs. As the fourth spot, they'll go into the Division II bracket along with John Jay. That's by virtue of enrollment. John Jay and Harlandale have smaller enrollments than South San or Southwest, and that's what puts them in the Division II bracket. So Harlandale a long way from that top seed. Jay has pretty much secured the top seed in 28-5A Division I bracket, and the Harlandale Indians are fighting to secure the second invite there in that bracket. So again, we thank you for joining us here on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. While you're here, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you are notified every time that we go live.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
See me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of a light, 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 light.
And we welcome you back live to the Dragon's Den here on the campus of Southwest High School. The Harlandale Indians, the visiting team, Southwest Dragons hosting them in a 28-5A boys basketball game. The Dragons come out of the dressing room up 34-30, had a lead as big as 14 points. The Indians were able to close in on that and secured secured a deficit of 4 points there before going into halftime. This is pretty much the way the first game tracked. The Indians were close to the Dragons for about 2.5 quarters, about midway through the third quarter before the Dragons pulled away. The Dragons won the first meeting by a score of 77-61. So the Indians will inbound to start the second half. Travis Hune will defend Salguin. Noel here from behind the arc. Tremaine has been on his in his lap just about all game long. Noel Cerna finds a little bit of space. He hits it. That's about the best look that Noel has had all game long. And a big three. The Indians within 1 point now. Gabriel Garcia on Tremaine. The Indians will stay in that man defense. Travis Hune mishandles the basketball. Salguin providing the defense, and that will be a dead ball turnover. The Indians now with an opportunity to take a lead. Should they do that, it'll be the first lead the Indians have had all evening long. Tremaine closes in on Sal. Sal throws the ball away. Travis Hune in the passing lane, so the Indians will not get an opportunity to take the lead on that possession. Elijah Summers was the target of that pass. The Indians in the passing lane deflect that out of bounds. Travis Hune will inbound underneath his basket. Here comes Elijah. The alley-oop was not able to convert. Eustace will deflect that ball over to Noel Cerna. Noel to Gabriel Garcia. Penetration, kick out. Sal in the lane. Finds Christian Reyes. Christian Reyes finds a daylight. Gabriel had a look and passed it up. He's going to go to Eustace. Eustace off the glass and good. Boy, a nice backdoor cut by Eustace, banking the Indians up 35-34. It's the first time they've held a lead this evening. 10 on 10, and now 10 on 3. Christian Reyes called for the foul. Tremaine Martin fouled by Gabriel Garcia, and that'll be the first team foul of the third quarter. Travis Hune, who usually handles the inbounding duties from in front of his bench. Tremaine draws a Eustace bank and kills his dribble all the way across to A.J. Franco. A.J. will turn the ball over. Noel with the ball. Thinks about a look and gets some contact. That could be Enrique or A.J. The official says that was A.J. Franco, so 2 team fouls on the Dragons here. The inbound will come to the baseline. A.J. will get a break, and Joaquin Zamora will enter the game for him. Straight across, the Indians on the baseline. Eustace comes back on Elijah. Had a look, just couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the ball. Couldn't get control of it. Gabriel into the paint and right back out. Keeps his dribble alive. Hands it off to Noel. Noel again with Tremaine Martin. San Antonio Sports All-Stars. Tremaine and Noel Cerna. Pressure defense by the Southwest Dragons. They can turn that up a notch, and once they do, they are in passing lanes, and you're going to see deflections more than you can count. Eustace will hand it off to Noel Cerna. Noel pulls back from Elijah, nothing but net. Noel Cerna, another 3. Boy, if he gets hot, the Dragons will have some trouble. Lots of contact remain on Gabriel, no whistle. Joaquin back across to Enrique. He likes that arc shot, a little bit short on that. The Indians have numbers out in front. Noel Cerna off the glass, good. We've got a timeout on the court. The Southwest Dragons have called it as the Indians have taken a 6-point lead. We're going to take a break, and we will be right back.
You own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Tacho buys houses. Eustacio Tovar, a longtime sponsor of RC Audio Sports. We appreciate his sponsorship. Of course, we could not do what we do without the generous sponsorships of everyone who is on board with us. We thank them all. Tremaine Martin will kick out to Joaquin. Joaquin will spin that ball around. Travis Hune again, a little trouble with the handle, and Christian Reyes thought he had a lane. They bumped chins, and Reyes will be called for the foul. Second team foul for Harlandale. Eustace with the steal off Elijah. He's going to pull that one back. Gabriel draws a double team. He finds Noel in the middle. Noel doesn't like his look. Right back in it. 5-foot floater. A lot of rim, no good. Gets him in there, gets Elijah up in the air and draws the foul. So Noel Cerna, no basket, but he's got 2 shots coming. Eustace banking with the steal out at mid-court. Initiating that fast break. The Indians unable to get any points from it yet. And Noel Cerna will change that with his first free throw make. Again, as we said earlier, Noel Cerna is a 76% free throw shooter. Hit 14 of 15 on Wednesday night against McCullum. So the Indians, just like that, an 8-point lead. The Dragons trailing now. Tremaine with the ball out to Joaquin, and Christian draws that assignment. Christian Reyes does. Coach Stewart calling a timeout as he saw his ball handler struggling with it. You're watching high school basketball here on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. Bring you back to live action here. Christian Reyes draws the charge just as we come back to the Dragons Den live. So a turnover after the timeout. Not exactly what a coach is hoping for. Coach Stewart did a good job of rescuing his ball handler there. Drew a double team and didn't look like he was going to be able to get out of it. All the way across, the Dragons have extended their defense just a little bit. Eustace gets it on the block. Converts. Z-Voss in the ball game. He's going to give the ball away. Christian Reyes from Noel Cerna back out to Noel, and Noel can't handle it. So a turnover. Here come the Dragons on a live ball turnover. Elijah will get the ball on the block, and he'll put it back in. Baskets have been few and far between here in the early going of the third quarter. I beg your pardon, Gabriel Garcia in the lane to the rack. A floater was good. So the Indians open up a 10-point lead as we approach a 3.5-minute mark. Z-Voss out to Travis Hune. Travis has been pretty quiet. Elijah Summers will throw the ball away. Noel Cerna in the passing lane will snag it. Gabriel Garcia from Noel Cerna back out to Noel. Little bit outside his range, draws a double team. Tremaine and Enrique. And this time it's Coach De Los Santos helping his ball handler. We're going to keep it right here. We're going to take this opportunity to tell you about one of our sponsors, a new sponsor to the team, to the sponsorship team, Presidio Concrete, owned by Hector Gonzalez, Greg Gutierrez. 3 years in the business. What a mark that they have made in the short time. They've got some big projects under their belt. We told you about the Veterans Memorial Stadium at Judson ISD, the Gorilla Enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. But don't let that intimidate you. Let that be an indication of just how skilled they are and how much respect they have for their work in the area. They are happy to self-contract with the homeowner on a residence, driveways, porches, slabs, whatever it is. They're going to give you the same professionalism that they would on a huge project, on the project on your property. Sal Guillen to Braylon. Braylon will hand it off to Noel. Noel keeps the dribble alive. He has Elijah up in the air. Tremaine kept his powder dry. And on Noel's second attempt, Tremaine is up there to knock it away. Jeremiah Rodriguez to Gabriel. Gabriel to Noel. Enrique Torres now playing defense on Noel. A little bit of space. You can tell Noel's thinking about it. Fakes a handoff to Sal. Another three by Noel Serna. He is getting hot there for the Indians. Third three this quarter for Noel Serna. Uh-oh, a lot of contact, and this time Noel will draw the contact. Tremaine Martin called for the offensive foul. Jeremiah Rodriguez. Gabriel Garcia over to Noel, draws Tremaine, gets it tipped. Braylon at the block is going to put it up. Oh, basket. Assist to Noel. The Dragons showing a little bit of frustration as the Harlandale Indians open a 15-point lead as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Travis Hune again has had a quiet night. Elijah Summers can't handle the pass, and Sal Guillen comes up with it. So under 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. The Indians up by 15 points and an opportunity to extend that lead. Sal behind the arc. Gabriel gets a good look. He's not going to pass that up. In and out. Braylon Tovar right there. No good. Gets his own board. He's going to kick that one out. The Indians somehow retain possession. Noel long on that. Braylon tries to tip to himself. And the Dragons will fight him for the basketball and win that fight. Here comes Enrique Torres. Surveying the floor. He's in the lane. Take to rack, kick out. Tremaine behind the arc. Long, no good. Sal had an opportunity for the board. Tried to tip it to Braylon. Instead, off the Dragons and out of bounds. So the Indians will keep possession there. Omar Siciliano coming in for Sal Guillen. We saw Omar hit a couple of big shots in the first half. A minute and 20 seconds left to play. Jeremiah running some point here for the Indians. Gabriel Garcia all the way across to Braylon. Braylon quickly to Jeremiah. He's going to take it to the lane. Gets a lot of defense there. Took it into a big crowd, and the ball doesn't get near to the rack. Zivas. He's not going to take the screen. He's going to get in out to Enrique Torres. Enrique Torres into the lane, out to Elijah, off his foot. And will ricochet off of Braylon Torres, and the Dragons will retain possession. Zivas with the entry. Travis Hune, he's going to get a look. He can get hot as well. Nothing but nylon. Travis Hune. Had a quiet night, but he's a sharpshooter, and he starts shooting. Look out. Gabriel Garcia past the defense, running jumper. Elijah challenges him. Gabriel puts it back. It gets his own board and puts it back. Enrique Torres from Zivas, long, a lot of white jerseys. They're going to try to tip it to themselves. Unable to do so, tip it out of bounds. So the Indians with the basketball and a 14-point lead, 11 seconds to play in the third quarter. Likely to play for the last shot of the period. Gabriel Garcia asks for the ball right back. He's going to come across at the sideline, all the way over to Jeremiah. Jeremiah to the lane. Z Voss will challenge him. No good. The Indians cannot convert a basket in those last 11 seconds. You're watching high school basketball on the RC Audio Sports YouTube channel. We're at the Dragons Den, Southwest High School. Going to bring you back to the court. We want to tell you about Southside Real Estate Professionals, a group of women realtors, all alums of San Antonio ISD and Harlandale ISD schools. Much of their work and all of their heart is right here on the south side of town. If you are buying or selling a house, or you're looking to invest in real estate, that's the number that you should call right there, 291-4002. They can walk you through it. They'll explain every step of the way. It's a daunting experience, and it's great to have professionals like the Southside Real Estate Professionals on your side. Give them a call, and when you do, let them know that you heard about them on RC Audio Sports. We bring you back to live action here, the final quarter of play in this big 28-5A boys basketball game. The Indians will start the quarter with a 14-point lead. The Dragons will start the quarter with the ball. Z Voss will swing it around. Joaquin Zamora over to Travis Hume. Step back three, a little bit long. Eustace with the board. Going to put the ball on the floor. Cerna will ask for it quickly, and he's going to set the offense. A little bit of a crowd there. Sal Guillen thought he was going to set a screen. A little miscommunication, but Noel gets the ball back. Austin Diggs draws the assignment on Noel, a cross dribble into the lane. He's going to go all the way to the basket. Boy, right there on the rim, and just could not convert there. Z Voss will come up with the ball, looking for early offense all the way to the basket. Eustace will challenge him, and Noel Cerna with the takeaway. Noel Cerna will repay the favor. Joaquin Zamora from the free throw line, no good, nobody there for the Dragons to rebound. So Christian Reyes will take advantage of that and get a rebound tick mark in his stat line. Sal Guillen draws a lot of defense, throws the ball away. The Dragons will look to break and cannot connect with Austin Diggs. Austin Diggs really was behind the defense, and the Dragons able to get the ball in his hands. Would have been an easy two, but they were not able to do so. So the Indians dodge a bullet there. Gabriel Garcia draws a double team, kills his dribble. Sal will now swing it back across. Christian to Noel, out to Eustace, and will throw the ball away. Noel and Eustace, a little bit of miscommunication there. I think Noel thought that Eustace was going to break. Noel instead wanted the perimeter shot, so the ball landed somewhere between the two. Joaquin Zamora will challenge the defense back out, and Christian Reyes in the passing lane comes up with it all by himself, square and basket. So Coach De Los Santos turning up the pressure with his defense and getting some turnovers here at midcourt. Oh, a lot of contact there. Christian Reyes is going to be called for the block. Offensive fouls and blocks are hard to call. All credit to the officials who are right there that can do that. A.J. Franco will re-enter the ball game, as will Tremaine Martin. A.J. swings it to Z Voss. Z will keep the swing going. Travis Hume on the baseline will get the ball back in over to A.J. A.J. likes his look. Nothing but nylon. A.J. Franco. The Indians beat the pressure in the middle to Noel Serna. Noel will back it up. Sal. Over to Gabriel Garcia. Tremaine Martin draws the assignment. Gabriel crosses him into the lane. Eustace again. Basket does not go. That looked like that was about halfway in the basket when it decided to come out. And Eustace all the way across down court. He's gonna get a block there on A.J. Franco's layup. So Eustace doesn't convert on offense. He makes up for it on defense. Noel fakes the handoff. He's in the lane over to Eustace on the block all the way across. Gabriel Garcia. See Voss's defense. Gabriel gets fouled on the penetration. Travis Hune will be called for it. And again, in and out. The ball was just about halfway in the bucket before it came back out. Gabriel Garcia having a good night here tonight at the line. The Indians leading 55-42. Gabriel Garcia, 71% free throw shooter. As we've shared with you throughout the night, the Indians, all kinds of sharpshooters from the free throw line. Gabriel will convert on his first attempt. Braylon Tovar in for Eustace. He'll take a break here before the final run tonight. We are in the fourth quarter. The Indians with a 14-point lead. Gabriel Garcia looking to make it 15. And unable to do so, so the Indians will, a steal. Gabriel up, Elijah Summers will challenge him, and he's going to block another shot. The Indians come up with it. Gabriel back into the lane. Sal Guillen to Noel Serna. Coach De Los Santos says, let's reset this. A little bit of chaos there for a little bit. And that's going to be a tie-up call. A.J. Franco on the block, and the official nearest the play is going to call that a jump ball. Enrique Torres back in the game for Elijah Summers. Braylon Tovar had a quick look. The Indians unable to get him the basketball. Sal to Noel Serna. Z. Voss on defense. Gabriel from Serna. Indians slowing it down just a little bit. A lot of game left. Noel into the lane. He's going to take a step, Euro step in the basket. Oh, Gabriel Garcia, what a bucket. I thought he was frozen there. Enrique over to Travis Hune. Travis is short. Tremaine Martin with a big board and a putback. A little bit haphazard on both ends here. The Dragons have extended their defense to a full court man. Jeremiah breaks a press by himself, a one-man press break, gets to the rim, but denied a basket there. Travis Hune will knock that one away.
If I may, Coach, one of my things that I'm noticing, really what spurred this turnaround for the Harlandale Indians is their defense, and also really kind of just letting Southwest try and beat them from behind the arc, and they have not done that.
Excellent call. Bobby, the defense here has been, the defense for the Indians has been relentless. I don't know that the Southwest Dragons have scored 10 points in the second half, so they have really slowed the Dragons offense down. And another charge taken. Gabriel Garcia with a big-time charge taken there. The Dragons had a good look at the bucket, and that's going to be A.J. Franco's fifth foul, and he is done for the night. So that's a big loss for the Dragons. Lots of leadership there going to the bench. Eustace at the baseline, going to go to the hole. Off the glass, no good. Fights for the board. Travis Hune will end up with it. So Eustace Bankin called for the foul there. So the Dragons will bring the ball across mid-court. Z. Voss will handle the duties. Tremaine looks, he gets stripped. It's Gabriel Garcia going to the basket, over to Christian Reyes, basket, good. So Bobby, just as you said, defense, and again, Christian Reyes with another pocket pick to Salguin behind the arc, a good look. Coach Dos Santos wants the Indians to slow down just a little bit. Gabriel Garcia gets fouled by Tremaine Martin. Still not in the bonus, but you can see some of the frustration in the body language for the Southwest Dragons and Coach Stewart with some big-time substitutions here. Number 22 is coming in. Isaiah Logan, 24 is coming in. It's Nathaniel Cerna and Austin Diggs back in.
Reyes' dad.
Eustace up and under, basket is good. So just like that, a 20-point lead for the Harlandale Indians. This will be a big win for them as they try to secure that 4th spot. They get another steal over there right in front of the bench. Gabriel Garcia. Oh my goodness! I thought he might have injured himself there. He goes to the floor, just undecided there a little bit, overcommitted, I think, and undecided when the passing lane got filled, and he was stuck with the basketball. For the Indians, Derek Maltos entering the ball game for Christian Reyes, a 20-point lead as we head to the final 2 minutes, and this will be a quality win for the Indians. As I recall, this will be the first win for Harlandale against the top 4 team. If they can hold on, to this lead, we got another charge called against the Southwest Dragons, and that was Derek Maltos taking the charge. Omar Siciliano coming back in the ball game. Santiago Munoz in the ball game also for the Indians as Gabriel Garcia, Noel Cerna, and Jeremiah Rodriguez head to the bench. So this will play big in the Harlandale Indians' efforts to secure that 4th seed. And Coach De Los Santos will call a timeout to make sure he's got a bunch of people in there that don't normally play together. So I'm sure he's going to want to spend a timeout here talking about things so that they don't get haphazard. We're going to keep it right here. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez. Bobby handling tech and camera today.
It's a tough job. I know you've been doing it a few times the last couple of times.
Well,
but
we really enjoy streaming these games for the community. We've been doing this. Bobby started in audio in 2014 and been doing it since. After the pandemic, we came back to stream our games with video. And so we've been doing this for about 10 years, and it's a labor of love. We really enjoy what we do. We appreciate the feedback that you give us and the critique as well. That help us always looking to get better.
I'm sure there'll be quite a bit of critique on my camera work tonight.
I think you've done a great job.
That's why we usually have those professionals that are with us.
The regular camera workers were not available today. We had to do what we had to do to get this done. We're going to look at the schedule. We've been bringing you a basketball game every Tuesday and Friday night, and we've got to take a look at the schedule. We wanted to let some of the dust settle before we chose Tuesday's game, but you can count on a stream every Tuesday and Friday night. So we'll be looking for you as the season winds down on the girls' side. The girls are just about done with their season. I think they've got 3 games left. The boys 4 or 5 games left, depending on whether they have already had their bye in the second round. Santiago Munoz from Braulio Magallanes. Off the glass and in. Santiago will deflect that. Out of bounds, a forward, a senior. Played in 12 games, Santiago has. The Dragons having a hard time finding the handle on that. Javon Means from behind the arc is good. So they'll get within 20. We're under 15 seconds. The Indians are going to get the ball across midcourt like they need to. Jeremiah Rodriguez. Over to Derek Maltos. As the clock winds down. 66-47 is the final score here at the Dragons' Den. The Harlandale Indians are victorious against the Southwest Dragons. So a big win for them as they try to secure that fourth spot in the standings of 28-5A. Robert Villafranca alongside Bobby Mendez will be back after a word from our sponsor.
When you're hit by a motor vehicle, there's nobody that tells you that there's most likely going to be $1 billion insurance company protecting the driver that just hit you. It's a mistake to play in traffic, just like it's a mistake to go against an auto insurance company all alone. When you get into a car crash, don't fight the $1 billion auto insurance companies alone. If you've been injured in a car crash, call Martinez & Associates today at 210-337-1111.
Do you own property that begs for a solution? Tacho Tovar and GBH Real Estate Solutions is here for that. Any condition, any situation, any location. Cash payment. The experts at GBH Real Estate Solutions can handle foundation repair, total interior rough-ins, or any other property need. From start to finish, GBH Real Estate Solutions will be there to make sure the job is done right. Whether the solution is a ground-up project, total renovation, or modernization, Tacho will see it through. Call GBH Real Estate Solutions today, or visit their Facebook page to see many more examples of their fine work. Tacho is waiting to hear from you. Oh, and did we mention? Tacho buys houses.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
And we welcome you back here to the Dragons' Den on the campus of Southwest High School. Bobby Mendez here as we get ready to look at that, or I don't know if you can see you can probably hear the team cheering for our Martinez & Associates player of the game, Noel Serna, who is rightfully so earned this evening. His shooting tonight was amazing, so congratulations to Noel Serna, who is the RC Audio Sports Martinez & Associates player of the game. So we thank you for joining us, and we encourage you, of course, to always follow us on all our YouTube channels, or social media channels, I should say. So whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, all of the above, we thank you for